So what we have here, Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. A couple of things that you look for on a fire escape in order to write a violation. Deterioration or a life safety issue or a structural concern. So let's take a look at the deterioration. You can obviously see this fire escape has a lot of rust on it, so right away you can just write a violation that would normally be written as a scrape and paint, but you have to write it as a repair and paint and test the fire escape. That will force an inspection and a review. But let's say that the client, and again we're in Dallas, I think we're on Elm Street, and what we have here is a fire escape that you need to find. If you need it to find structural, let's take a look at some of the things structurally. You can see all the treads going up are all very rusty. Connections on some of these treads and the bolts are all square head bolts, original to the fire escape that was built 50 to 75 years ago. The cantilever again has a big weight box with nothing below it, and the weight's already come down several times very hard and it's bent those treads. If you can see those treads, severe damage to the tread from the weight box. Imagine that weight box lets go because of that rusty cable. It's going to kill a fireman, kill a tenant, kill somebody down below. And if that ever lets go, this entire cantilever is going to come flying down and crush somebody down below. So you need a release arm so that the fire escape drops 2 to 3 feet per second. You need that weight box against the wall somewhere, controlled in a cage, so that in case it lets go, the weight box is controlled inside a cage. Structurally, you got to look at all the connections and supports. And if you look up there, you can see severe rot on all the supports, severe rot on all the treads, and that's enough to write a unsafe condition violation. Now, if you have any questions on any of the information that we provide, you can give us a call at 866-649-0333, Fire Escape Engineers. You can also visit us online at firescapeengineers.com. You can also go to Google or YouTube video and type in Fire Escape Seminars, Fire Escape Inspector, Fire Escape Inspections, Fire Escape Repairs, and see how fire escapes are repaired, inspected, and serviced. We offer free confidence tests, free tags for any fire department, fire prevention bureau that wants to get fire escapes under control. Free seminars online, free videos on how to properly maintain or start a fire escape awareness program in your city. Fire Escape Academy training, inspector training video. We're here in Dallas, Elm, and we have a fire escape here on an abandoned building, or a building that usually rents out the first floor. If the upper floors are empty, a lot of times they require that the fire escape still be maintained in order for firemen to use it to get into this building and fight a fire. But if the building is not going to be used, minimally you need some tags on this fire escape that say that the fire escape is not to be used in any way by a fireman. So they put some signage on all the floors and all the fire escape saying that unless they're using their own apparatus to get into the building, do not use the fire escape. So every floor would have a big circle with an X through it to make sure that the firemen never use this building. And that way in the future when the building gets turned on, that's when the fire escape will get repaired, if that's the case. But still, the whole fire escape must be inspected to make sure none of these pieces come off this fire escape and that this fire escape falls down to the ground in chunks of rail like you have here. Pieces of rail already fell off of this. May or may not have hurt somebody, but it's things like that that could hurt somebody. So a couple things. In order to write a violation on this fire escape, you need is deterioration, or you need structural deficiency. So let's just take a look at deterioration. That's an indication that nobody's been painting it. Well, obviously this is very clear that nobody's been painting this for over 20 years. As required by law, you must maintain fire escapes at all times. This is 1516 Elm Street. That's what it says on the tag there. So that's an easy violation, but don't write a scrape and paint violation, write a repair and paint violation. Otherwise somebody will just paint this fire escape to try to get it to pass. The second thing, let's say they did paint this whole entire fire escape and then you needed to find structural issues in order to write the violation if this fire escape was 100% painted. Well, missing railings is a violation. The cantilever with that weight box, if it ever fell, because it's not in a controlled cage of any kind, that weight box can and will fall someday, and it could hurt somebody walking by, somebody underneath. It could also crush anybody on the staircase, crush a fireman trying to fight the fire. So those cables don't move, so they kind of corrode in place kind of thing. So every cage, every cantilever must be with a release arm on this side, must have a cage to control the weight box. Now weight box is rotted all the way through, so you can literally see the line on the inside of that weight box as to where it's rotting through. So it's only a matter of time before that weight box, it's already eaten all the way through. So this is a life safety issue because, you know, people walk underneath it, and if that thing gives way at the right exact time, not only will it drop on somebody, it'll release this cantilever, and this cantilever, if it doesn't have a lock on it of some kind, the whole cantilever comes down and crushes somebody. So this is a life safety issue. And we got chunks of railing missing, and so if you look up the fire escape, you can see obviously a lot of rust at joints, a lot of rust on the treads. Original bolts, original square head bolts on all the treads, indicating that this fire escape has never really seen a refurbishment or a repair in its lifetime. And these fire escapes are 75 plus years old on average for the building. So on this one, we've got deterioration because it's never been painted, and we got structural in that we've got pieces already falling off the building, cantilever unit ready to drop. So we got quite a bit of problem on this particular fire escape to write a life safety concern violation on this fire escape. And again, if those upper floors are never to be used, minimally the fire escape must be repaired in such a way that none of the pieces would fall off. As you can see up there too, the ladder to the roof, which is what the firemen are going to use, is separated. So this is a life safety issue on this building at 1516, and it needs to have this fire escape secured until such time that the building's upper areas get utilized. So for example, on this one, the owner of this building can have the fire escape structurally repaired but leave the paint job alone, simply because the fire escape is structurally sound until such time the fire escape is refurbished, painted, and the use of the building up above gets used. Any further questions? Call Fire Escape Engineers, 866-649-0333. Visit us online at fireescapeengineers.com. You can also get further videos and further information on fire escapes by going to Google, YouTube, and typing in fire escape seminars, fire escape inspections, fire escape repairs, and all those various searches will bring you lots and lots of videos that we put up online free of charge to make you aware about fire escapes. As well as, if you wish, you can also get free confidence tests, free tags, free information on how to make your city have a new confidence awareness, fire escape awareness program in your city.